Dear students, welcome to the course on statistical methods for psychological research part 2. In this lesson, we are going to learn about structures of SPSS. So, what students are going to gain after completing this lesson? Students will be able to know how to edit and work with SPSS file. They will be able to read data from the external source into SPSS environment. It will be possible for them to examine summary statistics for individual variables and missing values. Let us start. We begin with the first part of the lesson, in which you people will be knowing about editing SPSS file. Let us discuss about sample files. Most of the examples that are presented here use the data file, namely demo.save. This data file is a fictitious survey of several thousand people containing basic demographic and consumer information. Let us discuss further about the sample files. If you are using the student version, your version of demo.save file is a representative sample of the original data file reduced to meet the 1500 case limit. Results that you obtain using that data file will differ from results shown here. Further, the sample files are installed with the product can be found in the samples subdirectory folder of the installation directory folder, and there is a separate folder within the samples subdirectory for each of the following international languages like English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Russian, simplified Chinese, Spanish and traditional Chinese. If suppose not all the sample files are available in the all languages, if a sample file is not available in a particular language, that language folder contains an English version of the sample file. And how to open a data file? What are all the steps involved? To open a data file, the first step is from the menus choose File, Open and Data. A dialog box for opening files will be displayed. By default, IBM SPSS statistics data files will have an extension so called .sav or displayed. This example uses the file demo.save, which we already mentioned. The step 2 is you can see like how the demo.save file will be shown in the data editor. You can see like we will be having two views like data view and variable view. Next discuss about the value label, that is step 2. So, from the menu choose view will goes to value labels. Alternatively, you can use the value labels button on the toolbar. Descriptive value labels are now displayed to make it easier to interpret the responses. Value labels displayed in the data editor will be shown here. So, now we can see we have changed that marital status into married and unmarried. In before that, what we have seen is as 1 0. How to run an analysis? If you have any add-on options, then the analyze menu contains a list of reporting and statistical analysis categories. Start by creating a simple frequency table, that is table of counts. This examples requires the statistic base option. So, how to do that? Go to analyze, choose descriptive statistics, from that choose frequencies. So, frequencies dialog box will be looking like this. So, now you can see left hand side we have the number of variables, and in right hand side we have chosen the what variable we need the frequencies. Let us discuss about how to run an analysis. So, in that we have three parts, one is scale, ordinal and nominal. Scale is nothing but the continuous data, and ordinal is nothing but we are going to order the data, that is first rank, second rank and third rank like good, better, best, and nominal is something like right opposite to ordinal, we can't order it, just like gender, male, female, urban, rural. In that we have different type like numeric, string, date and time. So, how we are going to run an analysis? Step 1, if the variable label or the name appears truncated in the list, the complete label, the otherwise known as a name, is displayed when the cursor is positioned over it. The variable name, for example, in this data it is INC cat is displayed in square bracket after the descriptive variable name. Let us discuss about step 2. Income category in 1000, that is the label, is the variable label we are going to give it. If there were no variable labels, only the variable name could appear in the list box. We can resize the dialog box just like Windows how to do, like by clicking and dragging the outside borders or the corners. For example, if you make the dialog box wider, the variable list will also become wider. Next, step 3. In the dialog box, choose the variables that you want to analyze from the source list on the left. Drag and drop them into the variable list on the right hand side. Then click the OK button, which runs the analysis. Is disabled, at least one variable is placed in the variable list. Step 4. Click on gender in the source variable list and drag the variable into the target variable list. Step 5. Click on income category in 1000 in the source list and drag it to the target list. Step 6. Click OK to run the procedure. Then the results are displayed in the viewer window. So, how the frequency tables will be looking for income categories. So, now we can see here we have different kind of income category groups and we have given their respective frequencies. Let us discuss about how to create a chart. You can create a chart that shows the relationship between wireless telephone service and a PDA, that is nothing but personal digit assistant ownership. Step 1. From the menu, choose graph, then choose chart builder. So, how the chart builder dialog box will be looking. So, you can easily understand like the below dialog box shows like what are all the charts available, like bar diagram, pie chart, and everything is available. From that you can choose for which variable you want to use it. Next, we can discuss further about creating chart. That is step 2, click the gallery tab if it is not selected. Step 3, click the bar tab if it is not selected. Step 4, drag the clustered bar icon onto the canvas which is in the large area above the gallery. Then step 5, scroll down the variable list, right click wireless service, that is nothing but wireless, and then choose nominal as its measurement level. In step 6, drag the wireless service variable into the x axis. Then step 7, right click the own PDA, that is nothing but own PDA variable, and choose nominal as its measurement level. Next, we will discuss about step 8, drag the own PDA variable into the cluster drop zone in the upper right corner of the canvas, that is dialog box. Then at last in step 9, click OK to create the chart. Now see the bar chart displayed in the viewer window. Now you can see here it shows for the bar diagram for the two variable, right. So from this we can go into interpret the result. The bar chart is displayed in the viewer. The chart shows that people with a wireless phone service are far more likely to have PDAs than the people without wireless service. Next, we will be discussing about editing chart. You can edit charts and tables by just double clicking on them in the content panel of the viewer window, and you can copy and paste your result into the other application. So far in this session we have discussed about how to open and edit SPSS file, and further we have discussed about how to construct frequency table, and at last we have discussed about how to edit the charts. I hope you will be benefit from understanding of this concept when you do research. We will continue in the next video how to extract the data from the external source. Thank you.